Well, Ben, first and foremost, welcome back to Stoke City. Just how pleased are you to get this move completed and be back as a Stoke City player?
Yeah, really excited. Obviously, I had the ambitions to sort something out over the summer, so it's been nice to sort of get it done reasonably early. I can sort of crack on with pre-season, get myself fit. I know, just delighted to get going.
You mentioned about those ambitions. Was from the moment last season finished, was it in your mind that you wanted to return to Stoke City straight away?
Yeah, I think speaking with the manager, sort of understanding what he wanted to do with the team moving forward, I thought it was a good opportunity, sort of a fresh squad, sort of new staff coming in. It's nice to be back home for me personally as well, so I think all them sort of factors came into one and made it a sort of a nice proposition to come back to Stoke.
You know, I think that Ben came in, had an immediate impact last season. I still didn't think we'd seen the best of Ben in terms of obviously the first 6 months he hadn't played when he was at Bournemouth, and we got him in, and I still think there's more to come in terms of fitness levels, and I think once he gets fully fit, I think we've got a real good, obviously top quality player on our hands. So yeah, I think it's important for us that we do try and keep some sort of continuity as well for the squad last season, you know, because it wasn't all negative. I think there was a lot of good bits in there, and we want to try and keep the best bits of that. And then obviously we know we've got a lot to do elsewhere, but you can see the fans at Watford away. You know, I think they sung throughout the whole game, sign them up. So yeah, I think we had the same sort of feeling on that sort of deal, and we've managed to get across the line, which is great.
I think people sort of appreciate me here, whether it's the staff, whether it's the fans. I think people can rely on me to give 100% in every game. And you know, I'm a winner, I just want to win. I think that's the most important thing, so I think fans, players, staff will all know that about me.
You referenced the manager before as well, Alex Neil. Clearly that's a relationship that's been ongoing for some time. He's decided to bring you back to Stoke City as well. Just tell us a little bit about what makes that relationship between you two so special.
I think trust. I think he understands sort of what I bring on the pitch. He knows what I'm like as a lad. I think he's sort of thorough on me. He understands that role quite well, so he knows what works. He knows the league. He knows that I can play in the league. So I think a lot of things. And I think trust and consistency is the main thing. He knows I'm consistent in performances. So no, I think for the past 5 years I've really enjoyed working under him.
What's his and the manager's relationship like?
Yeah, we both play the same position, but yeah, they get on great. You know, I think the respect's there. You know, you won't keep signing for a manager if you didn't have that respect for him, or the trust. Obviously, Ben coming it shows that in abundance. And you know, one thing with Ben, he went away to Bournemouth and got promoted, so he knows how to get out of this division as well. He's had a promotion on his CV to the Premier League, so that bodes us in good stead of signing players that have that.
Tell us a little bit about that style as well that you really fit into, that he plays.
Very intense, I think, high pressing, a lot of it man for man at times. I don't think he likes to sit off teams, and I think in this league I think you need to be aggressive. You need to be able to be good one-on-one. Then you need players at the top end of the pitch to win you the game, and I think what he's building here, he knows what it takes to get out of this league, and sort of I understand what it takes. I know what sort of tactics work well in this league, so no, I just enjoy playing that high pressing energy game.
I think knowing the place, obviously knowing how we work, obviously I think Paul Gallagher came in as well, who obviously played next to as well. Yeah, I think it just makes sense. You know, Ben's from Manchester, and I think he wants to get back to the Premier League, and he wants to get back there with a team that obviously he's going to be playing with regularly, and hopefully if his performances are as good as we expect, then that should be the case.
Yeah, I think the main thing is just being settled. I think people get the best out of themselves when they're settled, when they're happy. I get to move back home, which is nice for me. I've got my friends and my family around me, and just having that security allows me just to completely concentrate on football. It's not going on loan here and moving down the country up and everywhere. So it's nice for me just to get settled back at home. I understand like the manager, Gally, the players already, so no, it'll be easy for me to settle in and just get going.
Where do we start with Ben Pearson? Yeah, I remember him coming to Preston as a young player from Man United. I think his first game was Bristol City away. Yeah, he had his big hairdo bouncing about in the middle of the pitch, but you know, he was a fantastic player at Preston, and you know, I was like his big brother on the pitch really. I had to look after him, keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, he was. I was what 21 when I first signed there, and he was probably mid-30s. So no, he sort of looked after me. It took me a while to get going there, and then having him next to you on the pitch sort of talked you through it. And I think he was sort of a big reason why I ended up doing so well there. I think we just complemented each other really nice.
Yeah, he's a fantastic footballer. Been brought up the right way in terms of schooling at Manchester United, so a very technical football player. But one of the best defensive midfielders outside the Premier League in the Championship, and yeah, it'd be a great signing for us.
Yeah, it's nice that Gal's come here. I played with him for I think probably the 4 or 5 years that I was with. It was me and Gally in centre mid for a lot of it, and what a player. I think the blend between me and him was really good, and what a guy as well. So I've not had him as a coach. I think I left Preston just as he retired, so it'll be nice to see him again. Nice to sort of a different relationship, but no, one that I'm looking forward to seeing.
But what I will say, people see Ben as a defensive midfielder, but he's a good footballer, very good on the ball, very quick across the grass. He can play that defensive role on his own. Yeah, he's a very, very good football player.
People can rely on me. I'll give 110% in every game. I want to win. I think that's the most important thing, and just hard work, dedication. However long I'm here, you'll know that I'll put my all into training, out and about, and games most importantly. So no, that's what you can sort of rely on me for.